Honestly, let's talk about the husband because I'm thirsty. Hello, my LGBTQTs, and welcome back to another episode of A Jaded Gay. I'm Rob Lovelace, and today I am a non-jaded gay because the holidays are right around the corner. I have been working hard to get ahead for 2026 to start planning out the episodes, and I just feel like I'm getting in a place where I'm able to plan ahead a little bit more and breathe a little easier, so I'm not trying to just run wild trying to release episodes each week and feeling like I'm behind. So yeah, definitely ready for a holiday break. And as we're approaching the holidays, I did want to end the year on a lighter note. So obviously, our previous episode was quite a bit heavier. We were talking about politics. Some of it was inspiring. Some of it's, a little dreadful just because of the state of the world we live in. So I didn't want to end 2025 on that note. So I thought as a little holiday treat to all the listeners, I would release a bonus episode from the Patreon as the final episode of 2025. And I thought a fun later one to end the year on would be talking all things Housewives with my good friend Eric. After all, it seems like there is a faction of gay men who are obsessed with Real Housewives, and a lot of us do have our own obsessions with pop culture in general. So we'll be getting into the bonus episode shortly, but before we do, you know the drill. Let's pull our tarot card. So for this episode, we drew the Magician, which is a major arcana card. As you'll remember, major arcana cards signify big life changes or lessons we need to learn. Now, the Magician is the second card in the major arcana following the Fool, but it's the first card with an assigned number of 1. And in numerology, 1 is tied to the beginning or the individual. So this is signifying the start of a new chapter. Also, traditional depictions of this card show a representation of all the elements, so we get a blend of them all plus masculine and feminine energies. However, the Magician is holding a wand up, and there's an infinity sign over his head, which represents that our energy is always flowing. So this card leans heavily into that masculine energy, and it's very action-oriented. And you'll remember wands is tied to passion, creativity, and sometimes sexuality. And when we draw the Magician, it's telling us that we have everything we need to create the outcomes we desire. And we need to take inspired action that's intentional and rooted in logic and passion so we can make our dreams a reality. And just like the Magician has all the elements at his fingertips, we must also remember to keep those ingredients in balance. Wands are passion and creativity, swords are communication, cups are emotions, and pentacles are hard work and groundedness. And when we keep that all in balance, we are more powerful than we know and can achieve our dreams. And with that in mind, here's the episode, which originally ran on Patreon in March of this year. Hello, my LGBTQties, and welcome to your March bonus episode. I am super excited because, as you can tell from the episode description, we have a very special guest here, my friend Eric. You might remember him from about 2 years ago now. We had an episode titled Love in the Third Degree, talking all about polyamorous relationships. And in that, you were privy to a little Real Housewives ASMR. We did a little impromptu ASMR there. And it was no secret that we love all things Housewives. So I thought, what better way to do a March bonus episode than talk about all things Housewives? So, Eric, thank you so much for joining.
Yes, thank you for having me. I'm so excited. This is awesome.
I know. I'm really excited too. Actually, funny enough, I've been transcribing some older episodes, and I recently transcribed the episode we did back in, I think it came out March or April 2023, and did the blog post. So the blog will be coming out the next couple months, but it was fun re-listening to that and, our little references here and there of, Kim and the husband and this and that. So.
Oh my God. I think anybody who knows that scene still references it weekly, if not daily. I know I do.
Oh yeah, I know. And I hear it across podcasts too, because I listen to a true crime podcast and they reference T. Kyle, who did the ASMR of that Beverly Hills fight. And then I was just listening to Legends Only, who it's T. Kyle and Bradley Stern, who they do, all pop culture. And they were talking about the new Lady Gaga album, which is so good. But they even referenced her song, The Beast, in it, which they're like, oh, it was clearly an homage to Beast. So it lives on.
I love those memes so much. Any of the Beast memes, I will share instantly with everybody I know.
I know. Anytime I see the word Beast, I can only hear it whispered in the ASMR version.
I literally followed up with, how dare you? Every single time. Without fail.
Oh my gosh, classic. Well, I guess before we get too into the niche references, I should start off by asking, so like, tell us about your history with Housewives. When did you get into it? How did you get into it? What drew you to it?
So God, I first got into Housewives, and I'm not like a deep Housewives lore person. I do not follow all the franchises as much as I would love to. That would be like a full-time job, especially catching up. But I did first start loving Housewives when I was probably like early teens, maybe like 12, 13, 14, something like that. So it has been a while. I started with Jersey because my mother is a Jersey Italian lady, and she was turned on to it by one of her sisters. She has 5 sisters. So big, loud family. It's basically like how you see on TV is like, that's a family function for me. Like, that's not out of the ordinary. I'm just watching this like, okay, yeah, like, and but yeah, so my mother and I would watch it together a lot. I'm talking like OG, like, Teresa, Danielle, oh my god, and the
Love and Light, Danielle.
the table flipping scene. I remember seeing that on TV, like for the first time, be like, holy, what? I was blown away.
Clearly, it was not just name change and arrest. Was it drugs? Was it prostitution?
19 times?
You stupid fucking bitch! You came to my house and fucked some guy!
Oh, I will never get over that. I actually want to rewatch those early seasons and like provide some commentary on them, because I have not watched those since then, like since I was a child. So I think it'd be really, really interesting to go back and watch them as an adult, and maybe either like not necessarily understand them a little bit more. I mean, maybe understand them a little bit more because, I'm a messy bitch, but but yeah, no, I think it would be really cool. And then after Jersey, I've always watched Beverly Hills on and off throughout the years. I didn't really get into a lot of other franchises until probably the last like 5 years or so. But I have watched a good bit of Atlanta. I honestly, the thing about Atlanta, I love watching Atlanta, but I would always watch it when I drank. And I would be really into it in the moment. And then the next day I would have to rewatch the episode again. But I don't remember anything that happened. But Atlanta, always a great time. Phaedra Parks will always live on in my heart forever. Love Beverly Hills. My favorite is Salt Lake City, though.
Yes.
And I'm all caught up on Salt Lake. I'm all caught up on Beverly Hills. So I can talk endlessly about those two right now. The others, I've got some catch up work to do. I really want to watch Potomac. Everybody is always telling me to get into Miami. I have watched Miami on and off, but nothing recent. Yeah.
Nice. I didn't realize that your mom was North Jersey Italian, and it makes sense why we get along so well, because that's my mom's family as well.
Union City, born and raised.
Okay, yeah. My mom is from like near like the Wayne area. And actually she has, I don't know if I told you, she has a couple connections to the Housewives.
Really?
So she went to school with Camille Grammer. Like they were in like high school together. She was a grade behind my mom. And I think her name was like Donna Tucci or Donna Tachi there back then. And then she also, so my mom didn't know this. My aunt told me about it, her sister. Apparently, we are loosely related to Kim G, I think,
Really?
for Jersey. Which one is the one that was friends with the Manzos? Like her son was friends with the Manzos. It was either Kim D or Kim G, whichever one didn't own Posh.
Ooh.
Okay,
I don't want to say
Kim
one
G,
or the other, because if I'm wrong, I'm going to get roasted for it.
I think, well, I only have like 2 subscribers on Patreon, so not that many people hear this. But no, I think Kim D owns Posh, and then Kim G was the friend. But yeah, apparently, and I don't know, this is just all hearsay, apparently like one of my grandfather's cousins married into like Kim G's family way back when. So like distantly somehow our family lines cross. I don't know. I wasn't born in Jersey, just all my extended families. I remember these stories.
Yeah.
But interesting. Yeah. With Housewives. So I kind of got into them in a different way. So I'd always heard about Housewives, and I would see like, I knew there was New Jersey and New York and Beverly Hills, but I kind of thought it was like an anthology. Like one season would be one city, one season would be the other. So then in 2018, I like splurged and got Hulu because I didn't have it at the time. And I saw that Real Housewives was on there. So I'm like, all right, I guess I'll get into it, but I want to like start at the beginning. So I'll start with the first franchise and start with that one. And then I realized how many there were. And it went back to like 2006. So I started with the OC, watched all of the OC. Then after that, I moved on to New York. After New York, I started with Atlanta, but that one I had a little trouble getting into like the first 2 seasons and I fell off. So then I switched to Jersey because I was just really excited for Jersey. And then I think after Jersey was Beverly Hills. And then, so I should probably give a timeline too. Like, okay, I watched OC from July to like December 2018, got all caught up. Then like January 2019 till May was New York, started Atlanta, then switched to Jersey. Jersey, I finished around November 2019, switched to Beverly Hills. I did not have much of a social life in the dating scene. It was very sad then. So I was just living vicariously through these women with money. And then by 2019, I watched Beverly Hills into like the pandemic, and then I got caught up, and it was like getting to Potomac, and then like Salt Lake City had just come out.
Okay.
So, and I kept going back and forth to Atlanta. So I got up to 2015, and then I just fell off completely with it. But really, you mentioned Phaedra Parks, like seeing her in the Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip weekend, like is what kind of revived me to like want to go back and watch more of Atlanta.
Oh my God, yeah.
And she cracks me up.
So Ultimate Girls Trip weekend, the Berserkers. If anybody who's not into Housewives and they want to know where to start, I tell them to start with that.
Yeah.
Because it's a little taste of everything. It's just fun. It's berserk, as the name suggests. You know, there's a lot of stupid shit that happens, but it's a lot of fun. I think it's one of the most fun seasons that they've had. I really do.
Oh, definitely.
I truly do. Also, in New York, I've watched New York. I don't know why I skipped that one. I feel like I need to repent for not saying that. I've seen Sonia Morgan live. I've seen Luann de Lesseps live.
Oh my God,
I have photos and videos. Sonia was trashed when she got out onto the stage. It was the entire show was just Sonia just telling stories that she probably should not be allowed. She's probably signed an NDA somewhere saying you can't tell anybody about this. Here she's blabbing on the stage of the City Winery, like a bottle of whatever the fuck in, just telling us all about how she fucked a Kennedy or something like that.
And raised millions for the LGBT community.
It was so much fun though. Oh my God. It was a blast. And Luann, you know, she did her Countess Cabaret. That was a wonderful show.
Yeah.
That was very well put together. She looked like she had so much fun with it. You know, they were both incredibly engaging with the audience and just very, very sweet all around. And I would see any of them live.
See, it's interesting because Luann, it's not that I ever disliked her, but she was never like my go-to in New York when I watched it. Yeah. And I just feel like in the past few years, she's had this like major renaissance where like it was kind of after New York fell off a little bit. Like she got in like her cabaret. I mean, she's been doing cabaret for a while, but that's when I know it's more like the cabaret shows. She's gotten viral with her, you know, cameos. Oh, yeah. She did the, what was it? What was that lake? The Crappy Lake with Sonia. Like that was hilarious. Like I just feel like she's gotten like post Housewives, I just love her more than like when she was on it. I mean, she had great moments on Housewives.
I think there was a point when she was on Housewives where she sort of just like said, fuck it, we ball. Yeah. And then like from then on, like the whole like be cool about it. Like don't be all uncool.
Don't be all
like
uncool.
I have a print of that somewhere.
Oh my God. Yeah, she just stopped like taking herself so seriously because when she started out, she was very much like it's either Mrs. de Lesseps or Countess de Lesseps, but never Luann to the drive. And then she just kind of like let down her hair a little bit. She's like, all right, I'm on a reality show. Like, let's have fun.
Yeah, that's that like gradual sort of just like not giving a fuck anymore. Like as Luann started to have more fun, like I feel like we all started to have more fun with her for sure.
Yeah. And then like her trajectory with that.
I hope you keep on serving cunt. Okay.
Video. And then like Madonna like sampled it. And like, it was just, it's wild. Like how that has like moved on in viral fame. I can't even.
Love her.
So with all of that, like the franchises you've watched, out of all of them, what would you say is your favorite franchise and maybe then like your favorite housewife?
That's very tough. Right now, as they currently stand, Salt Lake is my number one right now. I love the ladies on it. There's a good balance of like absolutely ridiculousness a little bit of out of touchness, of course, because they're rich, affluent women. But also like there's a little bit of down to earthness with the Salt Lake ladies. I feel like obviously not always, but like they fight over crazy shit, and there are so many moments when it's just absolutely absurd, but they also like are still able to like talk to one another. I feel like in a way that maybe some of the ladies on other franchises, like I'm going to throw Dorit out there as an example. Like I feel like it's what Beverly Hills like was at one point.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? I feel like now, I don't know. I feel like Beverly Hills has lost its luster a little bit.
I get what you're saying. I feel like Salt Lake has become my favorite
but they're very
because
real.
I remember, and it's just so campy and unhinged. It's so entertaining. Like they know what they're doing, and it doesn't feel like inauthentic. It feels natural, if that makes sense. Like, because when I first saw the first season of Salt Lake City, it had already been out. So I like was watching, and the second season was getting ready to come out. And I watched the first season, and I actually didn't really love it at first.
Yeah.
I'm like, this seems kind of weird. Like, it didn't feel like a typical franchise. But by the time season 2 came around, I'm like, this is amazing.
Yeah.
And it lands differently.
Yeah. Season 1 was kind of a slow burn, I will say. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I feel like Beverly Hills in New York, like there's sometimes like the social climbing aspect of it takes over a little bit too hard, and like sometimes they're not, and this isn't like all cast members or anything or like all episodes, it's still a great show. But yeah, I don't know, I just feel like there's some of that in Salt Lake, but it's not like, it doesn't take front and center all the time.
Yeah.
And that's I like that about it. I think that everybody's kind of looking for that a little bit. Like everybody wants more relatability, and I think the Salt Lake ladies really have that.
Definitely. And what you're saying with relatability, like Angie K was on an episode of Las Culturistas, and I feel like with her, it's like, I know, she's hilarious. Like, I feel like what you see is what you get. Like, she's like authentically herself. Like, she's not putting on a show on TV. That's who she is. So I think it makes it more fun and entertaining, because I think you can always tell those people who come on and take themselves too seriously when like the point of it is to have fun,
Absolutely. I will literally... Angie K will post something, and I will be the first comment, and that comment will be mommy. She's liked a few of them, and I'm like, oh my God.
Noticed.
Oh, I'm famous.
Like, and she has had so many great TV moments and lines. Like, obviously this season with the scroll, the comment was that like, she said I looked like a trampoline with eyes. I meant as a compliment. Your skin's very tight. Like,
she always has something to come back with every single time.
Oh yeah. And like, it's never really mean. Like, she's not afraid to throw a little shade, but she's not like, well, I don't know. I guess there's been something she might have gone low. I don't know.
The worst thing I think is when she said that Britney's hair looked pornish, and then it was the high body count hair, which I was laughing at that so much. I was like, this is ridiculous, and like, you did take it too far, but like, I'm still laughing.
Yeah. Sir, she's slut shaming. Security, take her out of here.
Oh my God, that was ridiculous. I feel like if anybody needs to rein in it a little bit, sometimes it's Meredith, but also like, those moments are equally memorable. Like, even when she is like way over the top with it, I'm like, yeah, keep it up.
I know. Well, that's the thing. Like, when I first watched the show, Meredith was my favorite. And then around season 2, I really started liking Lisa. And I still think Lisa's my favorite. And I know she's wrong, like, sometimes, but like, she's like, I'll die on a hill for her. Like, she's just hilarious to me. But as it's gone up, oh, I know. And like, just her Lisa-isms, like, oh my God, I love that.
Hi, baby gorgeous.
Hi, baby gorgeous. Yeah. What's the other one she always... Oh, I love the thing, like, it's okay if you don't like me. I love myself enough for the both of us. But I don't know, as it went on like Meredith, I feel like she's starting to take it too seriously now. And like, it just doesn't feel like her personality anymore. But she did give us some good moments this season. She did. When she went after Britney in the Sprinter van. You are vile. I invited you into my home.
You are disgusting.
And then Mary in the background, get her, Meredith.
Oh, okay. Mary. Let's talk about Mary.
Yes.
Full 180 with her.
I know.
Oh my God. I was not sure. For the longest time, I was like, why is she here? And it's not that like she still like, had some memorable quotes, and she would say some things that were funny, but like, she also was just like, I don't know, she was... Now I feel like I understand her a little bit more. I could probably go back and watch those seasons and understand like why she did things that she did or said things that she said.
Mhm.
But at the time I was like, what is wrong with you? Like I don't know, like you're taking this a little bit too far, a little bit too seriously.
Yeah.
Or like I don't know, like I just thought that she was always like a little bit too mean sometimes.
Well, and she was very quirky. Like the things that came out of her mouth, you're like, what are you talking
Yeah.
about? Like, well, you smelled like hospital. She missed, it made me think of my aunt who like lost her leg in the hospital or something like that. It's like,
Yeah,
what are you talking
Honey
about?
was like, do you think I look inbred? And she's like, inbred.
I do, yes.
I'll
my
never
God, I
get
love
over
that.
that. But now
I know.
I love Mary. Like
Yeah.
I'm Team Mary.
Yeah, I honestly, I don't think it was until she came back. What was it, last season as like a friend of, and then this season, she's like an actual housewife. When she came back, that's when I started liking her a little bit more. Because like I said, at first, I'm like, what is she talking about? Like, it's weird. And then actually, funny enough, so my sister watches Housewives as it's on TV. She's never followed it religiously. But last year, she was over and she's like, let's watch some Housewives. I'm like, well, how about we start at like the beginning of one that you haven't seen? So we started with Salt Lake City, and going back and rewatching it. So now this would have been when season 4 was currently out, but rewatching it from the beginning, like it lands differently. I'm like, knowing who the housewives are, I'm like, okay, wait, this is actually hilarious now. Because like the first season you're watching, like, what is going on with these women? Even Mary's stuff that she was saying, like, was cracking me up this time around, where the first time I watched it, I'm like, who is she?
That's good to know. See, now I really want to rewatch them.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. But what do you think about, okay, you brought them up before, Brittany. What did you think about her this season?
I love Brittany. I'm also Team Brittany. She's absolutely ridiculous. And there are so many times in which I wanted to be like, stop talking. What are you doing right now?
Yeah.
Like you are absolutely digging yourself a grave with these ladies. But I can never get enough of Brittany. I think she's absolutely over the top. She's campy. She knows it. She absolutely knows it. But I like that about her. Like she does not take anything too seriously. She's absolutely there to have fun, and like, yeah, maybe she was pulling focus for several moments, but
what about me, you guys?
I think she had to fight for them a little bit. I think some of the other ladies were not taking her super seriously sometimes. I think they were kind of ignoring her a little bit, and you know, as the season went on, I kind of felt a little badly for her. But I will always ride for her. I love an underdog, and I feel like she is that. I love her social media presence. My absolute favorite videos of all time right now are her singing as she's just like walking through life, like singing Pink Pony Club from the start of a flight to the finish of a flight when she's getting her bag and riding on the baggage carousel just by herself with her phone. I mean, who does that? Who else does that? I can't name another single person who does. I love her.
I know. Like I was telling my friends, because one of my friends is like catching up on the season, and I was telling her about Brittany, and I'm like, I can't stand Brittany, but she makes for great TV. Like she needs to be on it though. Like, and it's like a train wreck. You can't look away. You know, like it's just so entertaining. You're like, what is going to come out of her mouth next?
There are two castmates that I feel like I would be friends with in real life. One is Angie K, and one is Brittany. Brittany reminds me a lot of my best friend. She and I are both kind of unstable at times. We really take turns. Like we pass the wand to one another for who's going to be unstable. And it's a wonderful little symbiotic relationship we have. And I see a lot of both of us in Brittany, honestly. So it's just a lot of fun.
Yeah. Did you know? I saw this on Instagram and I didn't realize she was in an ABC Family movie, like a Christmas movie called The Mistletones with Tori Spelling and either Tia or Tamara Mowry. I can't remember which one was in it.
She's been, I think she's been on Broadway as well. I could be wrong about that, but I know that she's been like a theater girly, like she's been a movie girly, like she's in the business.
Yeah, it's wild, like that trajectory there. I was not expecting that for her.
I know, right? She has a beautiful singing voice.
She does actually, yeah. It just, I don't know. I feel like she doesn't know how to like, she makes things about her, everything about her. Like, I mean, she literally goes, what about me, you guys? And it's like, it's not the right moment, you know?
Absolutely is not. She has zero, she's got to pick up the social cues better for sure.
Oh yeah,
I think I find it kind of endearing though. I don't know why. I know that I probably shouldn't, but I do. I just, I don't know. I just love it. It's like, she's like she's like the Sonia Morgan of Salt Lake. And like, you gotta love that. Sonia. You know, you need a little wild card in there.
Yeah. See, I think it was and I know you said you haven't gotten into Potomac yet, but I feel like what they did with Salt Lake this year is also what they did with Potomac, where it didn't work as well.
Okay.
So obviously there was, last season with Reality Von Tease, that all happened with Monica.
Oh my!
It's kind of like a rebuilding year. I feel like they brought too many additional women in beyond the core group. Like if you're adding a housewife, that's fine. But they had Bronwyn, who was fine. And then they had Brittany. And then wasn't there at least one or two other women who were friends of?
Which we never heard or saw from her again, much like Denise Richards after...
I know.
After 2 episodes, she was just gone, and then she was at Meredith's spot mitzvah, I think, and then she was just gone again. I think the producers were just like, all right, she's not making the cut here.
Yeah. Well, see, I feel like sometimes when they do that, they throw too many people to see who sticks, but it's why not just get one person, see how they land instead of, because then it kind of pulls the attention away. And to your point, I think it was tough for Brittany to get in this season because the core group went through this whole big thing with Reality Von Tease. So, and Heather is very protective of the group, which I really think is just her coping mechanism for bullying. But it's but so they already brought in Bronwyn, and then they're bringing in Brittany part-time. It just felt like a weird time for that. Whereas maybe just have one woman to have the more dedicated storyline for her and having the group get to know them more than the attention being divided among a few different people.
Oh yeah, it was definitely a big experiment, and I don't think that everybody fully got. I mean, everybody got their storylines, but there was a lot, I feel like, that was kind of left on the table there for sure. I totally agree with that. I like Bronwyn as an addition. I like Brittany as an addition. I do hope that Brittany comes back. From what I've seen in rumors, she is.
Okay.
And Bronwyn too.
Okay.
Yeah, I forgot Maylee existed, and I think everybody else did too.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, they definitely threw too much at it, but I mean, I think they've gotten 2 solid castmates out of it, which usually does not happen.
Yeah. See, I would have reversed it. I would have had Brittany be the housewife because she brings all that chaotic energy, and then have Bronwyn be the friend of, because she's fine. She has some interesting stuff, but I feel Brittany we could have seen more of throughout the season. But that's what happened with Potomac. They had 2 women leave last year, and then this season they brought on a new woman, and then they had 2 or 3 friends of the housewives who were all there. And one of the friends of the housewives was a prominent friend for a couple seasons, then had a falling out with her friend and then came back. And it just seemed like there's these new women we're trying to know. They're not getting enough airtime. And then the one woman had just an awful storyline this year where she's not doing great things, and that became the focus of the season. So it was such a boring season because it was all about this woman and then trying to meet a few other people,
Yeah, that's a lot. That's too much. You can't do all that.
Yeah, exactly.
But
I need to ease into getting to know them.
Oh yeah. It has, at least for Salt Lake, it has left me really excited to see what is to come for next season. So I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, I lost my train of thought after that. That was pretty much it. It's left me excited. I'm wanting more.
I know. That's the thing. Some of the seasons, I feel like when you're watching, you're all right, the season can end, I'm bored. But every Salt Lake City season, it's wait, this is the season finale. Yeah. And this season too, how about let's go through our phones and find the meanest thing we said about someone and then say it at the table and we'll burn it.
Oh my God. I want to know what producer put that into Heather's ear. They need... Because
she
didn't
just
just
come up
and
with
a Klonopin.
Right? Exactly. I'm sorry, nobody, even a reality star, is not going to say, let's just casually do this. And I mean, they all had the, screenshots on their phones, so they knew ahead of time what they were doing.
They knew ahead of time, and they agreed to...
I know.
Wow.
It was, oh my God. Angie's was so bad about Bronwyn, where she's got 1 foot on the grave and 1 foot on a banana peel or something like that.
I saw that clip before seeing the episode, and I was not ready for the episode still. I was so stressed going into it just because I knew that was going to come up, and wow. I'm actually shocked that went over as well as it did, but Lisa's blew up to the point that it did. I mean, I'm not surprised that Lisa's blew up to the point that it did.
Yeah.
But damn.
I know. Well, see, and it's so funny because all the housewives were but Lisa, see, we're all taking this in stride and you're reacting to it. But my thoughts on it, obviously I am a Lisa apologist, but I will say...
Let's hear it. Let's hear the
yes.
apology.
I am saying that. So what Angie said about Bronwyn obviously was very heavy,
Mhm.
but Bronwyn had previously talked about some of those things. And for all the 2 Patreon listeners who are listening to this who might not follow Housewives, Bronwyn is married to somebody. Is he like 30 plus years older than her? There's a big age difference.
Like 20, high 20s, like 26 or 28. I think 26.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. But
big age difference. She talked about how they met. She was working in finance and she met him. They met through work, got married, all this, and how people have perceived her as this and this. While it may not be right, I feel like other people from the outside could look at that dynamic and hear a little bit about what Bronwyn had talked about and make those assumptions about gold digger, this or that. So what Angie said was, again, wrong, but like more so observational that anybody, a stranger on the street, could hear that story and think that. Whereas what Whitney did, and we didn't get into this, Whitney is messy, but what Whitney did was, she was like, oh, well, I hear that Lisa and her husband do threesomes and this and that. Whereas that's not, people wouldn't look at Lisa and John Barlow and think, oh, they probably do threesomes. That's like really inside private stuff that, true or not, like is private to their relationship, that if they chose to talk about that or not. So it's like Whitney's really bringing up something sensitive that people wouldn't look at them and expect that from, not even them, anyone. Like you wouldn't necessarily look at somebody and think that. So that was a lot more messy and shady, I thought. Whereas with the Angie K's read on Bronwyn was more like anybody might think that just from seeing that. Now, obviously, Lisa then saying, obviously the like Lisa saying the stuff about Angie K's husband, like, what if I said that Sean did circle jerks? Like that obviously is taking it to a new extreme. I get she was trying to make an analogy, but considering the context of the previous season where he was trying to deny the gay rumors, like not the right analogy to use.
Yeah, no, absolutely not. But I understand what you're saying. It was definitely a lot more of like a surprise and more of like a low blow that like, I mean, every single one of those texts was low blows, but it was a low blow that I don't think anybody was expecting or like was anything that anybody had like thought of or would have brought up otherwise. So no, I get that. And like, there was also a lot of like coming after the husbands this season, which was, I don't know if
I think I've only seen that in Jersey. That's like a Jersey thing, not.
Like there's like that unspoken rule. Like you don't bring the husbands into it. You don't bring
the kids
into it. Like you just don't do that. And like they kind of do. And that's like the one thing I don't like about Salt Lake. I'm like, like, you know, if it's, you know, something going on, like what Mary had with, you know, everything that was going on with her son. I thought that was important. You know, she really opened herself up in a way that she did not have to. But that's very different than, you know, oh, I think your husband is fucking other men.
Yeah, exactly. And like to your point too, like even in the finale, the husbands were kind of going at each other. And I feel like we've only really seen that in like Jersey. And with Jersey, there was like, you know, Joe Giudice, Joe Gorga, like their family. So some of that's where that dynamic came from. It's not just like, oh, I'm fighting with the husband of this woman that's friends with my wife. But I will say though, when like, because I really didn't like how Todd, Bronwyn's husband, was like kind of going at Lisa. Like I felt it seemed a little inappropriate. And Todd just came across as awkward, like a little old school, let's say, to put it lightly, this season. But when that was going on, I did get a little, my heart fluttered when I heard Daddy John go, watch your tone with him. I was like, oh my gosh, John, defend me next.
Oh my God. No, I will also be a Sean apologist forever.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
I love that man. And honestly, if any of those rumors are true, I support it.
You know where to find us. Slide into the DMs.
I'm just saying, I can always travel to Salt Lake City. It's fine.
I know. It does look beautiful. I will say, from like the shots of the landscape, I had never thought much of Salt Lake City, and then I started watching the show. Like, this looks like a beautiful area.
It's beautiful. I actually went to a wedding there this time 2 years ago. It was early March.
Nice.
No, early April, but right around this time. Oh my God, it was absolutely stunning. There was still snow on the ground, but it was like here on the East Coast when it's snowy, like it's really cold and dreary and dark and gross and just absolutely depressing. But there, the sun is shining super bright on your face. It's wonderful. It's cold, but like you walk outside in a hoodie and jeans and you're like, oh, this is nice. Like, I don't understand.
Yeah.
Like I could actually feel happy in the winter. Okay. Wild. Crazy.
That'll have to be my next travel destination.
Yeah. I highly recommend it. I think we're going to try to go to Utah this summer too if we can,
Nice.
but I don't know if it'll happen.
Nice. Well, fingers crossed. That sounds like an awesome trip.
Yeah. But yeah, now getting back to it, I am a Sean apologist. And honestly, like, what goes on in their marriage is their business. And like, if they have an arrangement like that, go for it. But like, I don't know, don't be trying to blow them up like that.
And see, the frustrating thing I can't stand with all the franchises is when they talk about things that are rumors they heard off camera or that somebody that's not on the show brought up. Because then I'm like, what's the real story? Like, I like Beverly Hills. I love the one where like Kim Richards confronts Lisa Rinna, and she's like, "Did you say that I was like an addict and at death's door and that people are fearing for my life?" And it cuts it goes back to Lisa, and then it cuts like 3 months later, and earlier, and she's like, they really are scared for Kim's life. Like they are knocking at death's door, and then it cuts back. She's like, I don't think I said that. No, like I need that kind of proof. Like I don't like when people bring hearsay up from like off the show because then it's like, I think that's a low blow, but also then it leaves the audience wondering like, what is true?
Yeah. Like what's the actual story there? And like, why aren't you giving it to me?
Also, this might be an unpopular opinion, but like, I want Lisa Rinna back. I know everybody thought she was the villain of the show, but she was so entertaining.
She absolutely could be back. I don't think she wants to come back because she was really just booed off of that season. I think that whatever happened in that season, she probably took it too far. I definitely think that she took it too far. Maybe she needed a break or whatever. I think that she should come back because she is always the life of the party.
Oh,
she really, really is. I think that aside from being an absolute pot stirrer and, rumor paper plane thrower everywhere, I love her. I mean, she's absolutely great TV. I think she is always somebody who can be a glue for that cast. And it hasn't been the same without her.
Yeah. And see, the thing that's interesting is Lisa Rinna is 100% a pot stirrer, but I always felt that she did it in like, I don't know, this might be rose-colored glasses, but I felt like it wasn't malicious how she did it. Whereas like with Whitney on Salt Lake City, I feel like a lot of it's very intentional. Like I'm doing this like dig the dagger in deeper. And like, I don't know, Lisa just made it more fun and not as serious.
Good.
So it just lands differently. Like I like that kind of pot stirring, not like the Whitney Rose, I'm healing journey.
Whitney Rose. That girl. Oh. I want to love Whitney Rose so badly sometimes, but she makes it so hard.
I know. It's like, just, I don't know. Because she's such a hypocrite. She's like, we need to communicate better. And then she's just talking shit about people and like spreading rumors.
I think I would like her so much more if she just, lived by her word. But she doesn't.
I know,
she really doesn't.
And like, not that Lisa Rinna always did either, but like I said, it just felt more lighthearted and more fun. Like it wasn't as serious.
Yeah.
But she definitely, like the last season, she was definitely going through that. Like when she freaked out at Sutton, she's like, don't fuck with my family.
Yeah.
I had never seen her scream like that before.
Yeah. Yeah. No, agreed. It was a lot. It was just a lot. And
yeah.
Was she going through stuff at the time with her family?
I think her mom was sick at that time. And there was some other things going on. Yeah.
That's right. That was all going on at that time. I mean, there you have it.
Yeah. It was, but I know you had mentioned kind of upfront, you feel like Beverly Hills has kind of lost its luster a little bit. Do you think that's because of Lisa Rinna leaving, or it's been 2 seasons now, or do you think it's like the storyline currently?
Yeah, I think there's a lot at play there. I think that's definitely part of it, but I mean, there's so much else to it. The cast has had a little bit of a revolving door. I mean, there's still that core group there, but there have been a lot of newcomers within the past few years. A lot of people have departed. I think some people who have left are just kind of tired of the bullshit. And I think some of the people who have stayed have been the bullshit in some ways. You know what I mean? I don't know. Some of it just feels like a little tired. Like it feels like some of it's the same kind of storylines, but with just a new flavor to it. Some of it is, some of it is explosive. Like the divorce is.
Oh yeah.
Divorce on divorce on divorce. But I don't know. It feels like it's just the things that come up are things that are just absolutely so minor and like absolutely blown out of proportion for no reason whatsoever. Just like to make a storyline out of nothing. I feel like that's what a lot of it is.
Yeah. And it sucks because I feel like Beverly Hills was always fun.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know, like, I feel like it was more recently, like the past couple seasons, it's been fine, but not as great.
Yeah. It's a little like
and this season's really,
for no reason.
and this season's weird with like Dorit and Kyle being at each other, although it seems like right now they're better. But I will also say, I think, there is a core group. It is Dorit, Erica, Kyle, and it was Lisa Rinna beforehand. Yeah. And then they added in Crystal, Sutton, Garcelle. Mm-hmm. I don't feel like Sutton ever made sense. Like I'm not a big fan of Sutton. Wait, now I know somebody, is it you that's like the big Sutton fan?
I go back and forth about Sutton.
Okay. I must be thinking of somebody else because I know somebody's like a diehard Sutton fan. I'm like, I might have just like started.
It could be me like a year ago.
Eric might be flipping the table.
A year ago, I might have been a diehard Sutton fan. Yeah. I don't even remember because it changes all the time because she changes all the time.
Yeah.
It's so hard with her because she is on one hand very relatable. She doesn't come from a lot. She has that small town Southern charm kind of thing with her. And like that kind of Sutton, like the episodes where she brought Garcelle and Kyle home to her mother. Mm-hmm. I love those episodes. I really felt for Sutton. I really enjoyed that time that they kind of spent together there, and I really like felt like they all connected. And then they came back and like the switch just flipped and she was Beverly Hills Sutton again, and just,
like calling Dorit out, like pick on somebody your own wallet size. That was just embarrassing. That's tacky.
That the whole social climber thing. Like I hate that. I hate that so much.
Well, and even last season when Sutton was really fighting with Kyle, and she just goes, name him. Like, shut up. Like, let her finish, like.
And that was so memed. And like, I have a wine glass that says name him, who does that?
I mean, and it just was replayed over and over. Like every episode of Beverly Hills in the recap, they showed that part again. I'm like, we get it. She said name him like 50 times.
I have named him. I promise. So yeah, it's just too much.
Yeah, I feel like it was when Lisa Rinna left, and I'm not saying it's because Lisa Rinna left. I think it's a medley. I think Lisa Rinna was really good about starting the pot, making it fun, and then I think the storylines changed a little bit because the whole Morgan, Wade, Kyle thing was weird. Like just weird. The rumors about it. Then now this season, Kyle and Dorit are both getting divorced, and it's also like, so Crystal, I never liked. I mean, I like how people, Housewives can be great that people bring a storyline on to talk about like an issue like mental health, things like that. But to me, Crystal was like the epitome of millennial culture, and I'm a millennial. And it was so annoying. Every episode's, I'm triggered, guys. Yeah. This is triggering me. It's like, to an extent, like, so when she left, I wasn't really that sad.
I actually liked her as she like the seasons went on with her. I liked her more towards the end than I did at the beginning, weirdly enough.
Yeah. Her last season, I think I liked her a little bit better because I was probably just like used to her. Yeah. But the first couple seasons, she just seemed very whiny. And Garcelle is fine. I go back and forth with her. But the thing I didn't like was and maybe this is because like the dynamic of like the, not original, but like kind of like the core group that's been there for a while. It always felt like Sutton, Garcelle, and to some extent Crystal would really kind of go after Kyle, but it would be like and like, here's the other thing. I'm also a Kyle apologist. I know some people can't stand her, but to me it just seems weird because there seems to be a genuine fakeness where like, especially we're seeing it with Sutton this season where she was talking shit about Kyle beforehand with, Kyle just stormed out of the house, and then brings her to meet her mother. And then as soon as they're back in Beverly Hills, she starts talking shit with Garcelle about Kyle and like, I think this photo was staged and this and that. She doesn't want to go through a divorce. It's like, either pick your side, like you're either friends with somebody or not. Yeah. But it just, and there never been that long-standing level of like I don't want to say cattiness, but like the backstabbing, like
it is a little bit though.
Yeah. This season it feels more like it. Like obviously that happens in every franchise a little bit, but it seems like it's a core theme the past couple seasons where it's like trying to bring Kyle down. Yeah. It's just and there's like the friendships just seem a little fractured now and stuff, so it just doesn't feel totally aligned. And I mean, I really do like Kyle, and I know some people think she deflects a lot and stuff, but I've always liked her. And I don't know. So it just, and like last season, even her fight with Sutton, it just felt weird. Like all of a sudden it feels like people are trying to like turn on her, just like make some TV time.
Oh yeah. No, I agree. I have a little bit of a different stance on Kyle. I'm not like, get her out of here, like whatever, blah, blah, blah. But I always have liked Kyle. I always will to some extent. but she has made it really hard to like her lately, I feel like. I think part of it is that, looking at it from like, a human perspective, like she has a lot going on in her life. She doesn't necessarily need to share everything with the world, like, obviously. But some of the things, like with the whole Morgan thing and a bunch of other stuff like that, I feel like she has kind of deflected a lot. And I feel like a lot of things would be easier for her if she just owned whatever she was doing. And like, I don't know if she's necessarily willing to, or like she thinks it's going to. I feel like she's so focused on her public image that it's like to her own detriment. And I feel like a lot of people are seeing that as like being kind of fake or like being kind of disingenuous. And I think that people are just kind of tired of that.
Yeah, it's tough because I agree. Like there was some, like this season with the whole PK text thing and how she was going back and forth with that.
PK text.
I don't. Oh, I know.
I'm sorry. Can we
I don't.
a second?
Right.
I don't.
It's just memes. Now it's text.
I really want a T-shirt or something that just says PK Texas and just like the state of Texas. Her.
I know. Oh my God, those memes were hilarious. But like, I genuinely don't think there was anything malicious going on there. But I don't think she did a good job defending her, like explaining herself. Like you said, like I think she was digging a deeper hole by how she was going back and forth with it.
Yeah.
And I think some of it is obviously, people, I mean, Lisa Renee even said it, like when you come on the show, they ask you just tell the truth. And it's not for everyone, as she said about Denise Richards. But I think
Lisa was right. And Lisa did it right too. Yeah. I will.
Oh yeah. Definitely.
Anything that was going on, she put it out there. She was like,
oh yeah,
here's what's going on.
Yeah.
And that's, if you're on a show like that, that's what you sign up for.
I agree. But I think to some extent, I feel like there's a lot going on with Kyle because there had always been the rumors about her and Mauricio. Then last season, the Morgan Wade rumors. Yeah. Her kids have now fully moved out of the house. And as this is happening, now she's going through a divorce. Like, I could understand why she wouldn't want to be openly talking about it because it is a little bit of an identity crisis, of what you've known for your whole life. So I think if it was maybe one of those things at a time, we might get a little bit more transparency from her. Not that she owes it to us, but like on reality TV, that's what people are expecting. Yeah. But I think it's just so much that she's still trying to figure out what her image is and what her identity is. And I feel like the other women are not really sympathetic to it because, I mean, in the past, yes, she's definitely poked them all saying like, well, don't, walk out. Don't just like do this, like, explain it, this and that. But I don't know if any of the other women have had a complete life 360 like this happening all at once.
Yeah. Except for Erica.
Oh, yeah. Well, she's a victim too.
Yeah, but we all saw how she handled that.
And she got the fucking earrings in the end.
I am also Team Erica always.
Oh my God, I love her. And her music lately has been, I cannot get Dominoes out of my head. It's so good.
Yeah.
That and Drip Drop, I run on the treadmill too, and it's so good.
Ooh, that's a good idea. I should do that.
Yeah, it's a good power, like hot girl strut walk, But,
Speaking of Erica, can I just say, I am very happy for her where she is at in her life right now. I feel like she's really been through the ringer, whether she knew what was going on or not. She has been through the ringer. And I think at this point, she, whatever flowers she has left, she has earned them. She deserves them. Yeah. I like that people are letting her be finally, and she's able to just live her life. I'm very happy for that.
Yeah. And you can see it too, like this season and even last, like she just seems more at peace and like tranquil with everything. And like she's
the fact that she's the voice of reason in some of these discussions.
Yeah, exactly. Well, because like, I mean, obviously I'm not a legal expert. I genuinely don't believe she knew what Tom was doing because here's a guy who was like,
I just think she thought he was fabulously wealthy because he was.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, if I had somebody putting money in my account who had all this money in the world, I wouldn't think, well, where exactly is money getting sourced from? I think it's coming from his job, not funneling it from, victims in Malaysian flights, like, oh my God. But I did love how she went after Sutton. Like one of my favorite things is like when she's wearing the excessive amount of foundation and she starts crying like a single tear, you can see the trail down her face and she goes, look at me, Dorit. Go ahead. Look at me. And then she turns to Sutton. She's like, or what? Or what? Exactly. So shut the fuck up.
God.
That made me cringe so much when I saw that the first time. I physically like I had to cover my face.
But see, that level of performative, I don't actually mind because I feel like that is entertaining. It not that it's authentic, but it goes back to like the Salt Lake City. Like it feels like it works for that. You know, like that situation worked. If it was somebody else or if it was a little different, it wouldn't have. But
it works or it doesn't. And I hate to say that there's just some sort of factor to it that's kind of hard to describe. But like, you know when you know. And like, when you try to push it, like a lot of these ladies have been kind of trying to do, like, okay, now what?
Yeah. And also, like, kudos for Erica. I think she's the only one whose music career is actually good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, that's not true. Countess Luann has her cabaret show. I'm not discounting that, but I mean, like I'm thinking of like the Melissa Gorga singing, or you know.
It's a different vibe. It's not necessarily a different audience. The audience is actually just, if it was a Venn diagram, it would be a circle. It's just Housewives fans, but
oh yeah, exactly. Yeah. Although I will say I do sometimes listen to Tardy for the Party at the gym. Just something about it. It's so bad, but so good.
I'll put some of Luann's songs on like party playlists and things like that for sure.
Yeah. Chic C'est La Vie's fun. What's the other one? Feeling Giovanni.
Feeling Giovanni. Oh my God.
There was one I really liked.
Seeing Feeling Giovanni live was so fun.
Oh my God. I bet. I can only imagine.
I have a few photos. I'll have to send them to you.
Oh my God. Yes. Please.
I got a photo of her shoes because we were like right at the foot of the stage there. So much fun. So cute too. Like super, super high heels. She was just dancing it all night. I was like, oh my God.
I know.
I hope that
it just seems like she's having fun now, which is good.
What?
Yeah. I said it just seems like she's having fun now, which is like good. Cause like, I feel like she had to put up like a facade for so long. Like, oh, I'm married to a count, you know, I'm this and that. And now it's just like, I got my DUI. You've seen the good and the bad. Here I am as me, you know, like.
I also have my Luann mugshot, my Luann and Sonia mugshot mug.
Oh my gosh. Wait. Luann, it wasn't a DUI. It was just like public intoxication or something, right?
It had something to do with intoxication. I can't remember which. It was one of those.
I just remember that footage came out and like she like kicked the cop and threatened to kill him and stuff. I'm like, oh my God. But well, while we have New York up here, what do you think about the, you know, new New York, let's say, and like how they're in the second season of the reboot? And for people who don't know, like literally they had their last season in like 2020-ish.
Yeah,
it was like during the pandemic, and then it was on pause. Yeah, it was on pause, and then in 2023, they're like, "We're doing a whole new New York," and it was just full reboot. They did a girls trip ultimate weekend that was like a big chunk of like the Legacy Roni cast, but I don't know this. Well, I'll let you speak about what you think of the new one first before I say anything.
I like Jenna Lyons.
Yes.
I love her. And I mean, like, I'm for a lot of like my early career was like in that sort of realm of fashion, not like high fashion or anything like that. But like, I mean, I was in retail, but like I looked up to people like Jenna Lyons. Like she was like my style icon. And also she's an incredible businesswoman. She's super, super smart. And, you know, to see her in like later in life after all of that and like being this like openly queer woman, I mean, it's incredible. No notes for her. But as for the rest of the season, I've watched some of it here and there. I don't know. It's not the same, and that's what you're going to hear from anybody. I feel like it's just not the same.
Well, and even in the second season, I fell out of the second season halfway through, but like it just feels like none of the connections are authentic with each other. And like at least like in the other franchises, it felt like there was some level of friendship there, or at least connection.
Yeah.
And see, I get that they wanted a younger cast because like Roni, OC, Jersey, they started in like 2006, 2008, 2009. So obviously if you have 40 to 50-year-old women on there, then 15 years later, they're going to be, you know, in their mid 60s, maybe pushing 70. So I get that they want younger women, but I feel like there's a better way to do it. Like I think what they should have done was so the people that I would like to see still on New York from the current cast are Jenna Lyons, Brynn, even though she's a troublemaker, but she's entertaining.
She's the Britney of that season.
Exactly. And Jessel. I actually really like Jessel a lot.
Yeah,
I think what they should have done, I think what they should have done was who was on the last season of Brony? It was still Dorinda, right? Like keep Dorinda, Luann, Sonia. I wouldn't be sad to see Ramona go because I just
Dorinda was not, because that was when she was put on
pause.
So it was Luann, Ramona, Sonia.
There was Ebony and Leah McSweeney. And was there another woman?
Yeah, but I can't remember. I didn't finish that season either. It got weird.
Well, because that was like a heavy pandemic season.
It was
still
heavy.
Fully masked everywhere.
A lot of stuff with like the racial reckoning and stuff like that too.
Yeah.
Which is an important conversation to have. Absolutely.
Yeah.
A Housewives, I don't know if, and I think they realized as well, like with that cast, I don't know if that was the place to have that conversation.
To have it. Yeah.
It was
exactly. Considering you still had Ramona referring to people as the help.
Yeah. It did not feel organic. It felt very forced.
Yeah.
They knew they needed to pull the plug for sure.
But I will say though that last season I loved that Ramona's yelling at somebody as they're leaving a restaurant and Sonia has her face mask on and chugs an entire glass of wine through the face mask, hands the glass back to Ramona, and Ramona goes to take a sip. She's like, what happened? But
I forgot about
it just, I mean, that was amazing. But yeah, that last season just felt, like you said, like, I think it's good to have the heavier conversations on Housewives. But with that cast, like Ramona had some racial issues on it. Apparently there were like allegations of racism afterwards, which is part of the reason why that whole cast was put on pause. I really liked Ebony. It was a shame. I think that was her only season we saw her on. I would have liked to see her come back.
I liked Ebony a lot. But I wish that she came back for the reboot for sure.
Yeah. See, I think what they should have done though was keep some of the original cast. So you have like, I'd say in my dream world, Dorinda, Luann, Sonia, and maybe bring Ebony because I did like her. And then have Jenna Lyons, Jessel, and Brynn. So that way you're kind of blending them. Like, I mean, think of like Dorinda dealing with some of the bullshit that Brynn's been doing or whatever, or like how certain women could bond with each other. Like I think it would feel more organic because then you still have the friend groups and the connections and the familiarity while bringing in newer, younger faces. And I'm kind of nervous about New Jersey doing that because now New Jersey's in a whole tailspin. I mean, it can't continue the way it's been going on the past 2 seasons.
I worry about Jersey as well. I think you're so right about the connection. And I think that a reason that some of the franchises really took off like they did in earlier seasons, and why Salt Lake is so successful is because, and maybe this is just because of like my own upbringing, but like I fell in love with Jersey because it reminded me of my own family, which is very dysfunctional.
Yeah.
But like a good Housewives cast really does have to function like a dysfunctional family. Like you are going to yell at each other. You are going to scream at each other. You are going to insult one another and you're going to say shit that like you probably should regret, even if you don't regret. Like, but at the end of the day, at the end of the season, you are still going to come together. You're not going to be like, oh, I can't be in the room with this person. Like you are going to be in that room with that person and you are either going to, you're still going to be there for them. You're still, they're still going to be your ride or die, whatever, even if it's not 100% true. But you're still going to at least get along with one another in some way. And I think there's so much ice and tension between some of them that it's just not possible. And like, that's where you lose people.
Well, and Jersey was one that always had the connections there because I always kind of joke that like each franchise has its own identity. Like the OC, I feel was like heavy plastic surgery and like full on backstabbing. New York was drinking too much and Jersey was like having family because the first season it was Teresa, Danielle, and then we had Carolyn Manzo, Dina Manzo. Yeah. So there were sisters and then their sister-in-law, Jacqueline. And then after season 2, so season 3 is when they brought on Melissa Forga, who was Teresa's sister-in-law, and then their cousin, Kathy Wakili, and it still had like the Manzos on. So for the first like 5 seasons or so, it was like big family dynamics and family drama.
Keep it
but
all
then
on
remember
the
there
family.
was, and then there was that random weird season in between where it was like they got rid of everyone and it was just Teresa and Melissa. And then they brought on the twins, who is Teresa, I forget the other one, Teresa Nicole. There was Amber, who had the really problematic husband. And then like there was one other woman. And then the next season, it was a whole new cast. And it was Teresa, Melissa. And then we got some of the core group, like the Dolores, Margaret Josephs. I think Jennifer Aiden came on shortly after that. And Siggy, who she was wild and apparently a Trump supporter. But
oh, wait. Yeah. Her. Oh, my God.
I heard allegedly her son was at January 6th.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised. There's a lot of that in Jersey.
Yeah. Although I will say, even though Soggy Flicker, she like, despite her political affiliations, because I didn't know that and Trump was not around when that came out, but she like cracked me up when she was first on there, and I loved her tagline. Like, some people I say I'm too much, and you know what? They're absolutely right. Because I'm like, well, I feel like that's me. I relate to that.
Oh yeah, like again, you just gotta own it.
Yeah.
Be honest with.
And then there was that whole weird storyline with like the cake being thrown or whatever.
Yeah. I really fell off of Jersey in the later years, and
Yeah.
I want to love it and I want to feel that familiarity with it, but
Mhm.
I just don't anymore.
Well, did you watch the most recent season?
No.
Oh, well, the last two, you weren't missing much because like the last two seasons, it was like the typical Melissa Teresa
Yeah.
feud, but like it was just unbearable. Like
I couldn't get past it. That's why I didn't watch
Yeah.
it. I kept seeing so much about it. I was like, this is
Wow.
not for me.
And see, this is another one where the entire friend group is so fractured because there is Margaret and Teresa have issues with each other. Margaret and Melissa have issues with each other. Margaret and Jen Aiden have issues with each other. Danielle is a newer woman who I really like her. I hope they bring her back.
I heard good things
But,
about
like,
her.
She was hilarious. And she's had issues with Jen Aiden. And like, first she was close with Jen and Teresa. Then she feels like she was used. Then she had issues with Melissa. And it's just, and then Dolores is like pretty much the mediator and all.
Yeah.
And I love Dolores. But see, they're talking about, they didn't even do an actual reunion. What they did was they went back to the restaurant where the finale was filmed at because there was a major blow up there. And they had 2 rooms where the friend groups that got along could sit in the room and rewatch the final episode. And Dolores was the only one that was like good with the 2 groups. So she'd bounce between room to room. It was just so awkward and weird. But so now they're talking about doing like a major recast of Jersey as well. And see, I think what they should do is like learn from the mistakes of Roni.
Yeah.
What I would like to see is blend some of the original cast with some new people. Keep Teresa, because I'm a Teresa apologist.
Same.
Keep Dolores. Keep Dolores. Keep Danielle, because Danielle's like in her like mid 30s probably. So she's kind of like a little bit of a newer face.
Yeah.
I think they should bring Gia on as a housewife because Gia actually spent a lot the past 2 seasons. She was like in confessionals a lot.
Yeah.
So Gia would make a good housewife, and then bring in a few other women that are a mix of like around Gia's age and then like Teresa and Dolores' age. So you get like kind of a natural, there's the connections there, but you're bringing in new faces still.
I like that idea. I don't know if they'll do it. I think they're too nervous about like sort of like factions forming with stuff like that.
Yeah.
I mean, it could happen, but I think it's better than the alternative of just burn it down. Let's find a bunch of random ladies and start over here because it's not working.
Yeah.
It's not.
I don't know. Although with Jersey, a whole new cast could be more interesting. So I feel like
it could be.
The Jersey girls could have more personality because I feel sometimes with New York, it's like, oh, I'm trying to put on this facade of I'm New York money, blah, 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 where I feel in other cities you're not necessarily putting on that front. So it could be entertaining, but
it could be.
I'm just very nervous about it.
I'm curious. I'm very curious to see how it goes. I also saw that they were potentially, what was it? They were mulling like giving Melissa a spinoff series. Did you see that?
I heard about that. I really was never a big Melissa fan.
Yeah. I mean, I could take it or leave it with Melissa, but if Joe's on the TV.
He's so problematic though, but he's pretty to look at.
If Joe was on that TV, I would be watching. That's all I'm going to say.
Literally, pretty much every husband from Jersey. I was like, that's why I loved watching Jersey, because they featured the husbands just as much. And I'm like, I mean, you get it having like an Italian mother. Like I saw like the douchebag Jersey beefcakes growing up. Not from family. I just mean like spending time in like Jersey and family, seeing like their neighbors and stuff. Going to the Jersey Shore. Yeah, exactly. But so like, and I kind of love it because being in Philly, I'm in South Philly, and there's a similar dichotomy here. So I'm like, oh my God. I mean, now they're all like probably toxic straight men, but I'm like, yes, my type.
Oh yeah.
So seeing the husbands feature, I'm like, oh my God, yes. Like,
please. Yeah. Oh, I love that.
Right. Oh, so good. Ooh, I need to cool down a second. So I guess since we've kind of gone through a few of the franchises, are there any like, well, I guess first off, like, you know, obviously we're both gay. We've been talking about this. Why do you think, like, I mean, gay men flock to the show. Why do you think it's so popular with us gays?
I don't know. I think it's definitely a little bit of like the glamour and the lifestyle. You know, we all of us kind of flock to that a little bit here and there, even if we're not like a social climber type or whatever. It's just always fun to see. I think for one, at least for me, it's a fascination of seeing how rich people live their lives and spend their money. And if this show can teach you anything, it's that rich people, just because you have money does not mean you have good taste.
Yeah.
There's a lot of questionable choices made across the board.
Oh yeah.
Number two, I think there is a sort of relatability with strong female characters. I mean, any gay man and any strong female character, there's an instant link there. I think that just goes without saying. And I think that's a big part of the draw. A lot of the women, at least from the franchises I watch, are divorced too. And I think there's like the independent woman kind of angle to it as well.
Yeah.
I think we're drawn to that. Same strong female kind of thing. I don't know, in addition to that, I think like the social aspect of it too, and just, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's what I got.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely think I get that with the strong female.
Yeah.
Like, hashtag girl boss or whatever, because especially some of the early ones, like for the first, throughout all of OC, but like Vicky Gunvalson, she was my favorite from the get-go. Has not aged as well in terms of some of her statements on things. So I'd say I stand her up until like her 2017, 2018 season, when it got to very much being like, this is my show, get off of it, and like some of her political affiliations. Yeah. But she was always like working hard. Like she's like, oh, I love work, I love business, but this and that. You had Bethany Frankel in New York, who she was another one. I loved her on the show, but then also did not age so well with some of her actions. Yeah. But like you always see like those like kind of like strong, and especially Bethany, it was kind of like, I don't want to say controversial, but like she wasn't married and she was on Real Housewives. And people were like, well, how can you be a housewife if you're not married? But like, it extends just beyond that identity of like a housewife. Like she's like a strong woman, like especially with New York, a strong single woman, works hard, dating, navigating love, like the city, all these things. I think it just made sense. And definitely something that like I think gay men can be drawn to, because for us, we might not be getting married at 25 like our, straight peers. And we might put our careers first, and we might, want to aspire for the fancy glamour.
Yeah. A lot of us want that sort of, not necessarily the lifestyle, just like the rich and famous, but like that same sort of storyline. I do think that we're really drawn to. I think we're right. The sort of self-made, I built this from the ground up, and fucking look at me now. Like, I think we love that.
Look at me now, Dorit. Go ahead. Take a look.
No, I think you're right. I think that is a huge part of it for sure. And I think it's also just fun to see like these friendships, grow and change and destroy themselves and grow again. And, I think that we see a lot of ourselves in these women from time to time.
Definitely. And I think also like in the way that like Drag Race brings together like gay men to like bond and stuff, I think Housewives does in a way too, because, like you'll bring it up to somebody and they'll be like, oh, what franchise? And I think actually the first time you and I met, I think, and I can't believe we haven't talked about it till now, I think you were wearing a sweater that had the whole thing like Tom's house was broken into and he tried to confront the burglar, and
sure was.
He had to go to the hospital, and then my son flipped his car.
I wear that sweatshirt often.
I know. I think it was like a game night or something, and I met you and I'm like, wait, is that Housewives? I'm like, wait, do you watch Housewives? And we immediately went into it. Like, it's just like a great like conversation piece,
I wear that sweatshirt to work, and now I have like a little group of girlies that we talk about Housewives with, just because I wore that in one day.
Yeah, it's and like I mean
conversation starter.
I know. And especially that I love that video. It gets reposted all the time where like she just sits down and she's like, well, Tom's house was broken into and tried to confront the robber, and then he had to go to the hospital, and then my son would drive there and he flipped his car 5 times on the snow. Yeah, I'm under a lot of stress right now.
It never gets old. It
doesn't.
It can be used in so many different ways. That and my
it's like how this email finds me.
What's that?
It's like how this email finds me.
Oh my God. Yes, absolutely. That and my Elizabeth Holmes sweatshirt have been my biggest conversation starters.
Classic.
Because I'm also really into scammer women, which is probably another reason why I love Housewives.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. That could be another spin-off, all the housewife crimes.
Oh my God. Actually, that would be really cool. I would love to do that.
Yeah.
I would do research on that. I would make a presentation for sure.
True Crime Housewives edition.
Yeah.
Maybe that'll be another monthly bonus episode.
I'm in. I'm so in. You just tell me when.
Well, I guess if you were to be on Housewives, what would your tagline be?
See, I knew that you were going to ask this, and I didn't think of one ahead of time, and I really should have. one did come to me like a week or two ago, and I was like, oh, that's so good. And it's so stupid but funny. And now I can't remember what it is. Maybe I wrote it down. Let me check my notes app here real quick just to make sure. My notes app is very unhinged. I also have a list of PowerPoint presentations that I want to do for people that are unhinged. One of them is on the fact that Avril Lavigne is actually dead.
I've heard about that. R.I.P.
One is also about vanity plate options I want for a license plate for my next car.
Ooh.
No, I did not write it down. Oh.
Well, if you think of one after this, let me know and I could put it in the show notes so everybody can identify you by your hustles.
I will for sure. I'm so upset I can't think of it now.
It'll come to you as soon as we hit like stop on the recording. I'm sure it'll come to you.
There is one that it isn't original, so I wasn't going to say it, but since I can't think of another one, I will say this one just like as a placeholder in the meantime. But if you're gonna call me a bitch, at least call me a sensitive bitch.
Who says that? Is that Whitney?
It was just a meme.
Oh, okay. I thought I'm like,
it's not a Housewives tagline, but I would make a one for sure.
That would be a good one. Nice,
right? I like it. I
could see that. Well, that could be a good vanity plate too. If you could like maybe sensitive bitch or something for your vanity plate.
A lot of letters to fit in there, but we can make it work.
Yeah. I always said to my friends, I feel like mine would be, so I'm growing my hair out now, so it's a little different, but like before that, I would change up my hair all the time. Like I'd want to like do a buzz cut and then I'd want to like do a faux hawk or whatever. Mm-hmm. So mine would always be, my emotions change more than my hair.
Ooh, okay.
But recently, a shower thought I had recently because I always pretend I'm auditioning for, reality TV. Of course.
We all.
In case the whole corporate job doesn't work out. But the one that came to me recently is I live by the 3 Ds, dollars, dicks, and democracy.
I love it. That's it for sure. Send it. Andy
Cohen, cast me.
I'm ready, baby.
Oh my gosh. And it's also fun too, because I know we kind of touch upon this a little bit earlier, but the Housewives have kind of started to transcend into the Traitors universe now, which I would love to see an all Housewives cast of the Traitors.
I need that so badly.
I know.
I also hate that they always kill off the Housewives first.
Well, this season made no sense. It's like, first of all, I can't believe the producers let that go. You're murdering Dorinda the first night. That would have made such good TV. But also, for the Traitors, like, Dorinda would have been a good scapegoat because she would shoot herself in the foot with something she said eventually, and people would think she was guilty.
I just coming into this season, all I wanted to see was somebody accuse Dorinda of being a traitor.
She'd be like, "No, you got to back that shit up." Clip.
I was dying. I was so ready for it, and then just gone.
Yeah. Well,
beyond upsetting.
I know. And now, I know you said you don't watch Potomac. I was so disappointed they casted Robin because she is from Potomac. I never found her really interesting on the show.
Yeah.
But also, for 9 seasons, her husband cheated on her publicly, and she denied it. So how is she going to catch a traitor when she can't even catch her husband cheating on her on public television? So I was not sad when she got murdered early on in the show.
Oh my God. Yeah, I thought she was okay. She didn't really bring that much to the table, but I mean,
same for Potomac, but but I will say, Dolores was amazing this season on the Traitors, and I also
I'm glad that she
loved.
Won.
I know. I got nervous she was going to be murdered, but I mean, she was like such a mom of the group the whole time. I loved when Bob the drag queen said to Dylan, when like Dylan Efron's like, "Well, I grew up with an actor," and he's like, "Not a good one," and she goes, "Oh, now that's not nice, Dylan. Your brother is a very good actor." I'm just like, God damn,
your brother's
Dolores,
a very good actor. Oh my God, that killed me. She really brought nothing to the table intel-wise, but she didn't have to.
Exactly. And last season with oh my God, Phaedra was amazing last season. That was another thing that made me fall in love with her again.
I need her to come back because I need justice for Phaedra. I fully believe that she would have made it to the end and won
if it wasn't for fucking Dan.
Just like Suri did on the first season. She absolutely would have if Dan did not absolutely ruin her game.
I know. It was awful. And I mean, she let him have it in the reunion, so I was glad about that. Yeah. But I also said, too, I would love to see if they did, there's like Drag Race All-Stars. Mm-hmm. If they did a Traitors All-Stars where they bring all the traitors from every season to have them compete.
I want that. I want that so bad. And I want fewer straight white men on it because they ruin it every season.
Unless they're really hot.
Oh.
I don't mind some of the shots if they're hot, though. Like
no,
Dylan,
that's true.
That's okay.
Dylan and Sam this season.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
I know. It was a good, and I was so happy to see Bob Harper. This is totally unrelated, but I used to love The Biggest Loser, and I love Bob Harper, so I was just like so glad to see him on that.
He's just a little teddy
But
bear.
yes, more housewives, more queer people, and only non-problematic hot straight men.
Yes. Praise it.
Yeah, and no Ivar. We don't need any gay royals. Like, he was so problematic.
I don't know. He absolutely was gay. He absolutely was.
Oh no, he said he was.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he's like, that was the thing he said in the first episode. Like, he kind of got like outcast by the royals because it was like a little scandal that he was gay.
I forgot about that. At the end of like coming towards the end of the season, I was like, that's a gay man right there. That's right. That's a gay man. That's a homo. I don't care if he says he is or not. That is. So all right. At least I was right.
Yeah. But yes, we definitely need like an all housewife season, and bring back Dorinda. Like, bring her back next season. Justice for Dorinda.
Yes, justice for Dorinda. Justice for Phaedra. God, I would love to see so many housewives on it. I feel like Teresa.
Yeah.
I feel like it'd be different.
She'd flip the whole round table.
Could you imagine?
That would be amazing.
Oh my God. What other housewives would we love to see? I want to workshop this now.
I'm trying to think. I would like to see Vicky Gunvalson.
I would like Vicky for
She doesn't let things go.
Yeah. Actually,
Tamara was on. Tamara was good.
I think Heather would be good on Traitors.
Oh yeah.
I do.
Yeah, she would. I'm trying to go like franchise by franchise now. From Jersey, although I don't like her anymore, Margaret Joseph would probably be good at it.
Okay. I could see that.
Beverly Hills, Kyle would probably be good, like kind of like voice of reason on there.
She probably would. Yeah,
Erica would be
see
funny
that.
on it.
I could see Garcelle being good on that too, actually.
Yeah, I could see Garcelle. She would be good. Oh, Lisa Rinna. That's who I want on.
Yes.
She will be getting on the round table and dancing like at Andy Cohen's baby shower.
And I would let her. I don't care if they don't discuss a single
absolutely
suspicion that they have. Just let Lisa dance and then vote.
Exactly.
I would love that. Oh my God, I would kill for that. Oh, that'd be so good.
Sonia would be funny to watch on the Traitors.
Sonia would be. She would not, bless her heart, she would not last long, but I would love to see her on there.
And actually, Bethany Frankel would probably be good on there.
The thing about Bethany is that she would be suspicious of everybody.
Everyone.
She would like look at the most faithfuls and be like, I'm gonna fuck you up. Like, that would be Bethany the whole time. She'd be like Tom Sandoval at the table, like,
oh my God. Tom Sandoval, I know he's a terrible person. He was hilarious on the show, though. Like, whoever did the editing for him did a good job.
He really did have a redemption arc. And I think...
Oh, yeah.
Now, I mean, obviously, like, his actions were unconscionable. He has gotten what he deserves for the past several years now. Mm-hmm. And he deserved all of it. And, I don't feel badly about it, but...
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
He's made his play for redemption, and I think at some point it's earned.
Yeah,
I do. Definitely. I hope the same for Raquel, honestly, because I feel like women in these situations always get it way worse than the men.
Yeah. Like, the majority of the blame gets placed on them.
Yeah, and I think that this is a unique situation in which Tom took a lot of the heat, but I think Raquel has lost more in it.
Yeah.
But, no, I do think that this was kind of a redemption arc for Tom in a way, and it was interesting to see. And it was good TV. It really was.
Definitely. And I only know, so I started watching Vanderpump Rules, but I only got up to like season 3 or 4, so I need to get back to that. So I know the gist of Scandival, but I haven't gotten into it heavy.
Okay. All right. Well, I won't spoil too much.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll do another episode on that. I feel like we could talk reality all day.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But I do actually have to go in a few minutes because I have to take a call from my accountant, who, don't worry, it's a different one than the Giudices use. So I don't have to worry about, tax fraud or anything. But this has been a lot of fun. But as we're closing it up, to put you on the spot, can you do like a housewife impression? Are there any like go-to housewives impressions you do?
So, yes. But it's not a housewives quote. It's just Phaedra going, "Oh, Ekin soup, Lord, not Ekin soup. Oh, Lord."
Oh, Lord, not Ekin-Su.
Oh, Jesus, Lord, not Ekin-Su. I say that all
Oh my God.
fucking day long. I have
That
a
was amazing
poster
from
in
the
my
trailers.
office that I printed out on legal paper that's but
Yeah.
I work in the steel industry and the
Okay.
tariffs right now. And it just says,
yeah.
oh, Jesus, Lord, not the tariffs, not the tariffs.
That's amazing.
So that would be it for me. That or Sheree from Atlanta.
Sheba Sheree.
Yeah. And this is also so stupid, but I say this probably multiple times a week. And it's extremely niche. I don't know if this is really a popular thing that a lot of people know or not, but I saw it on Twitter at one point and I was just hooked on it. She's just like at her kitchen table or something and she's eating a bag of potato chips. And it's just this whole like 10-minute monologue. She's like, I'm snacking. I'm having some kettle chips. Lightly salted. They just got a good crunch to them. And like it absolutely reads like it's some sort of dramatic product placement. You never see the brand on the bag. She never says the name of the brand. This is just her passion for these kettle chips. I love it so much. I will walk around the house all the time, just walk up to someone and be like, I'm snacking. So that's my other memorable quote.
My God. Very nice.
Thank you.
Oh, my go-to is usually Vicky Gunvalson.
Oh,
but I can only do it if I scream. So like, because it's like always her things where it's like her excited voice, like where she's trying to like whoop it up and stuff.
Oh yeah. Or Tamra Judge's, that's my opinion. I do that a lot too.
Well, I love the Vicky one where she's like, you sent a little family van. You sent a family van. Or the other one. All right. Everybody listening, turn your volume down because I'm about to scream. Eric, maybe back away a little bit, but do you know, you've never seen any OC?
No, but I mean, I've seen the clips, the
in
highlights.
one of the early seasons, her son goes away to college and they're like doing like a tailgate and she decides to like surprise him. So like it's a full college party and his mom just shows up and he's like, yeah, literally like he's in like the back of the house with the girl, like not like hooking up, they're just hanging out, but he literally doesn't even see her. He just hears his mom scream and it's just like,
I love that clip so much.
My neighbors hate me.
It's fine. That's fine.
It's fine. I'm just giving them a little culture.
Yeah, they need it.
Exactly. South Philly, you need to up your Housewives game.
Yeah. Put them on.
Yeah. Eric, thank you so much for joining. It was so good seeing your face again. It's been like 2 years.
I know, it's been so long. I miss you. Thank you for having me.
Of course. I couldn't think of anybody better to talk to Housewives about than you. So thank you for being a very special return guest for this month's bonus episode. I hope all you LGBT cuties out there enjoyed it. Thank you as always for supporting on Patreon. And I'll see you next month for the next monthly bonus episode. Bye.
Bye. Mwah.
All right. Well, there you have it. All things Real Housewives with me and Eric. I hope you all enjoyed that. And connecting it back to the tarot, the Magician, again, this card is signifying we have everything at our fingertips to create whatever we want. And while it may be a little sillier and lighter, I do think you can see that in the Real Housewives. Each franchise has its own identity, and within each of those franchises, we have women from all different backgrounds, different personalities, different communication styles, some flipping tables. And with their different identities, I think you can really see how some gay men may identify with subsects of the Real Housewives. It definitely gives us a glimpse into that glitz and glamour, and for some gay men, that could be really affirming. Maybe there's someone who really just wants to settle down and have kids and takes pride in their identity as a parent. Or maybe there's somebody who really just wants to work hard and excel at their careers like Vicky or Bethany. Maybe there's others who really want to explore their creativity through a hobby like music like Countess Luann or Erica Jane. Or maybe some of us are simply just hot messes like Sonia Morgan and enjoy a little chaos and partying now and then. Whoever we may identify as from those franchises or who we may relate to, or even who we aspire to be, we have the ability to be that version of ourselves, and we can manifest that and achieve those outcomes if we keep all the elements in balance. And while there may be times where you want to just smash a glass on the ground or flip a table or yell at somebody that you made it nice and tell them to take his Xanax and calm down, it's important that we always remain in touch with ourselves and work to take intentional, inspired action and not just react recklessly and emotionally, but with intent and logic and grounded in reality, and not just in reality TV. So there you have it. Hope you enjoyed this little holiday treat, and I hope you all have a happy and healthy holiday season. As always, you know the drill. For any questions or feedback, you can reach out to me, rob@ajadedgay.com. Please remember to rate, review, and subscribe. 5 stars only. I greatly appreciate it. For more information on this topic, episode resources, blog posts, merchandise, socials, all that fun stuff, you can visit the website, ajadedgay.com. You can also connect with the podcast on Instagram, TikTok, SoundCloud, and YouTube at @ajadedgaypod. You can follow me personally, Rob Loveless, on Instagram at Rob_Loveless. Also, if you're feeling generous, consider supporting the podcast on Patreon for as little as $1 a month. That gets you instant access to episodes ad-free a day early, plus exclusive monthly bonus content, just like the episode you heard today. Or if you just want to access those monthly bonus episodes, you can purchase them for $3 each. And if you're scared of commitment, don't worry, I get it. You can make a one-time donation on Buy Me a Coffee for any dollar amount, and both the Patreon and Buy Me a Coffee are at @JadedGayPod. And remember, every day is all we have, so you got to make your own happiness. Bye.